Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing a Ford Maverick Tremor XLT. Before we get in this video, I'm going to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Kengar Ford here in American Ford, Utah for giving me some time with this Maverick. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below. If you have any questions, just ask for Kellen. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering this is a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 20 around town and then 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 250 horsepower and then 277 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, I love the decals there on either side. I think it looks really cool. And then coming down below, you guys can see these C-shaped lights, and then look at the special coloration here for the Tremor package. Same thing there on the tow hooks as well. And then they've sculpted the front end, as you can see down below, to help out with approach angle. And putting it all together, the Maverick has that cool off-roader appearance from the front end. Coming around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 235, 65, 17 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see here with the wheels, they've got a darker color, and you've got the coloration there around the valve stem, so you always know where it is. And then this does have a wider track compared to a regular Maverick, so it actually kind of looks beefier, which is cool. And then you got all-terrain tires for those of you wondering. XLT here on the side, and then notice the mirror cap is metallic gray. Same thing with the roof, and then again you have that same cool pattern here at the bottom with the Tremor decal there on the back. And then here's your full side view with the Maverick Tremor. Now, taking a look at the key fob, we've got our unlock and our lock function. Got a little flip out key as well, and then you can see the Ford logo there on the back. And speaking of the back, first off, tailgate is not dampened, so make sure you lower that down yourself. Some LED bed light action and some outlet action here. And again, this is a small unibody vehicle at the end of the day, but still big bed for how small the Maverick is. And then the tailgate's super light. Pretty cool looking taillights here, and then you can see the Tremor logo down below, and then the darker Ford logo with the Maverick logo below that. And putting it all together, I think the Tremor package makes the Maverick look pretty sweet. Now, taking a look at the door panel, it's just kind of like a grayish color, and then you can see down below with the padding there on the armrest, and they got tons of storage in this area. And then here are the seats, got that stitching that matches the accent points on the outside, which I think looks really cool. Legroom back here is really good. You guys can see some USB action here in the back with an outlet as well. We of course have a cup holder armrest on top of that, and then headroom, it's good. Now, taking a look at the front door panel, same thing with the coloration. I guess it's kind of a bluish gray, almost is what it looks like. But anyways, more padding down below. Over on window controls, you get your mirror adjustments. There's a quick look at the mirrors. Got a little convex mirror inside, and then again, more storage down below. And then for those you wondering, 1,226 pounds of payload. And then taking a look at the seats, you can see Tremor right there, and then look at all the trim down the center. Power adjustments here on the side, and then we've got all of our light controls right here, which actually I turned on. And then the steering wheel is manually adjustable. Now, taking a look at the steering wheel itself, you guys can see soft touch all around. You got practical controls in the front, like controls to center stack, cruise control as well, and then your regular stalks there on the back. Now, here's the gauge cluster, mostly analog, but you can see this little screen there in the center, which we can use to scroll through different bits of info on the Maverick itself. And then we do have some drive modes we can go through. So we have a normal, tow haul, slippery, mud ruts. We got a sand mode as well. Sorry about the glare on the screen, but we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines. We got the zoom in on the receiver hitch as well with the camera. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, shortcut bar here at the bottom. I'm pretty responsive overall. And then you can see a little storage space right next to it. And so yeah, I guess this is blue. I forgot. It is blue, definitely, now looking at it. Anyways, down below you guys can see analog controls here for the radio, and then you got our climate controls down below, just single zone climate, but we do have heated seats and heated steering wheel, and then some USB action, and then some more storage in this area. And then we have our dial shifter there for the 8-speed automatic, and then a bunch of storage all around, and then your little Tremor logo there on the drive mode select. We also have our traction control in this area, off-road cruise control, auto hold. That is for the rear locking differential. It's a twin clutch system, so it's not a true locker, and your 4-wheel drive lock as well. And then here's the center console. Got good storage space inside. Nice padding here on the top as well. And while we're on the topic of storage, yeah, pretty big size glove box. And then nothing up top, and then the rear glass is fixed. Now taking a look at the window sticker here, you guys can see 2023 Maverick XLT Tremor 300-day equipment group. After all options, $34,870 is the total MSRP. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off here. Here's your visibility over the hood, both of the mirrors, through the rest of the rear, and Maverick Tremor XLT away. This is the more affordable Tremor. If you get a loaded up Lariat Tremor, it's over $40,000 for the sticker price. And so this being closer to $30,000, mid-30s rather, right? It's a lot more reasonable with the pricing, or at least I think it's a lot more reasonable. So first thing, seats are pretty comfortable. It's one thing that Ford pretty much always does a good job with, is comfy seats. I will say the Lariat seats are more comfortable than the XLT seats in this, but these aren't bad by any means. Now, next thing, being unibody, smooth ride, right? It's kind of expected with unibody construction, so it's a big plus. And the tires having more sidewall, a little bit more sidewall than some other Maverick packages, does help out with the ride quality a bit. EcoBoost is very torquey, so you don't really have to get into it all that much to get the truck to get up and move. It's very smooth. It's actually quite impressive. And it's not only smooth, but it's just comfortable overall. Super easy to drive. Forget that you have a truck bed. I just drove a Raptor before this, and I mean, obviously two completely different categories, but I mean, the Raptor feels like massive, whereas this, like, it feels small and nimble and everything. It's crazy the difference with the vehicles. It handles so well. You don't have that body roll that you get with most pickup trucks, which I really like. And just everything's smooth with this. So summing things up, I think the Tremor package makes the Maverick look cooler. Obviously it makes it more capable off-road. And, you know, I do think there's quite a bit of people that will take this, you know, not like on crazy off-road trails, but, you know, down dirt roads and everything, that having a more advanced four-wheel drive system, having more aggressive tires is definitely going to benefit. So I'm still a fan of the Maverick. I like these smaller utility vehicles. It's, you know, with how expensive pickup trucks are nowadays, it's making, you know, owning a pickup truck type thing more accessible for the average Joe, which I am all about. And the Tremor package, yeah, I like how it looks. I like the added off-road capability. I think they've done a great job overall, but let me know your thoughts on this.